getting 5 sacks, had some opportunities there with some blitzes and different things, not just your unit, but for some more opportunities there as well. What did you think kind of overall of the defense line, though?
Yeah, I think we're improving. I think still leaving plays out there. I think there's, there's more. I think we could have done more, and that's the goal this week, is to do more.
With some of those young guys that are rotating in, I mean, Max gets some more opportunities because you're kind of banged up interior even more so than you have been. What'd you think of him? What'd you think of Colin Mobley getting a couple snaps as well?
Yeah, I think they did well. I think they're ready to go, and their knowledge of the game is increasing because they're getting more reps. So the way we speak, the way we teach, and the way we talk are just different now because they've had reps and they understand the speed that we talk about in games.
Max gets in there, his first play, gets a tackle, entire sideline goes crazy. It sounded almost like there was a turnover because of how crazy everything went over there. What is the energy that he brings there with the way his teammates just love whenever he does anything?
I think with Max, everybody just loves him. Like, he's a great dude to be around. He's willing to do anything. Obviously playing D-line, and everybody's rooting for him. So anytime he does anything good, we're all cheering for him and rooting for him.
How does that bring up the energy of the entire defense?
I think just having somebody out there that's that big, and then that willing to go do whatever he's asked to do, I think it goes throughout the whole defense from top to bottom, of a guy that just wants to be out there and contribute.
Where is he continuing to progress? Obviously, new position for him, and baby steps. Where is he at now to be able to get some of those game reps in the regular flow of the game?
Yeah, with him, it's just understanding how to play D-line in its entirety, not just a play in practice, then you wait and rest and get coaching, and then you do another play. It's in a game. There are no coaches out there, so that's where he's growing the most, and where he's got to improve the most too is being out there and just playing.
What's the overall health situation of your defensive line right now? Seen Figueroa a little bit. Sakona's been back.
Some guys are banged up and down, but hopefully everybody's back this week.
Did Sofsher have a setback after the play at Notre Dame?
Yeah, he had something that held him out for last week, and then we're hopefully getting him back this week.
What is adding that depth back? What does that give you as a defensive line coach? What can you do maybe differently?
It really comes back to how well they play in practice. So depth to me really doesn't matter if they don't play well, and hopefully what depth allows you to do is to be fresh out there and put fresh bodies out there. But at the same time, if the guys are not playing well, then the guys that are playing well have to understand that they're going to play the whole game. And that's what's been, our whole thing as a defense is you gotta earn it in practice and show that you can do it, and then you get to play on Saturday.
I know that's been a big thing with Korey is, getting him out here in practice and having him, be available at practice as well. But he didn't play in the first half. What was up with that? Because he did come back in the second half.
It was just he didn't play. That was the first time putting pads on in the week. So didn't throw him out there. And then Drake had some things going on the sideline, so threw him out there for a little bit and really protecting Korey more than anything.
Where can this defensive line still improve? What's an area where you've seen maybe a little bit of growth and you still think there's something to push on?
I think just finishing plays, like our plays. Anything that's inside the tackles is us. And then anything that goes over our head, we put on us too. So those long, deep passes that go on to the DBs, it takes time to get there. And I think that's where we can be better, is transition rushing and getting off blocks and getting to the quarterback before he can launch that ball out.
Where do you feel like your pressure is at right now? Is it solid? Is it good? How would you kind of grade out just the pressure overall?
I think it's good. I think these guys are getting to the quarterback. It's just being consistent in what they do rather than, trying to do their own thing and going outside the defense to try and get to the quarterback instead of just sticking with the plan and continue just to go hard.
What did you like about Elijah Winston for him to jump into the rotation?
Yeah, I like a lot about E-Dub. He tries hard, and for me that's huge. So he has an ability to get to the quarterback. He can bend, he can run, and he's trying really hard right now.
Is that kind of a signal to some of the other guys on the scout team? He's the guy that's been basically playing scout team this entire season, that if you do your work there, then you can eventually work your way into the rotation?
Yeah, I mean that's the message in the D-line room all the time is, I don't care who you are, where you're from, what your age is. If you can do it, you're going to play.
And one of the things I did notice that you guys did different this game was having Hunter and Korey at different times being interior guys. I know you guys are doing a lot of twists and games up there, but what went into the thought of putting those two guys inside?
It comes down to mismatches. Whatever the O-line is weak at, we want to be right in that spot and hammer it. So if the interior can't deal with speed, we're going to put speed there. If they can't deal with power, then we'll put power there. It's really just game plan.
And then what are your thoughts on Arizona State?
Quarterback is dynamic. They've got playmakers all over the place, and their O-line is much improved from last year. Specifically 77. He's been really impressive.
Okay, what kind of progress have you seen from Drake as a run stopper? Time you've worked with him?
Yeah, he's been more physical, and that's been my message to him, and he knows that. Is that the only thing stopping him from being, an elite football player is the physicality in the run.
How tough was last week with the D-line depth you had and all these guys out?
Say that again?
How tough was it last week with all the guys out up front?
Yeah, I mean, it's just another day. You got what you got and can't complain. You just figure it out and let them go play. I think the guys that did play, though, and understood what the depth was, also understood that they had to get off on third down, to help kind of preserve some energy and try hard, play as hard as they could while they're out there.
How much does Nick want to play again this season?
Oh, he wants to play now. He wants to play yesterday. He's always trying to jump into reps, and I tell him no, he can't do that. So, yeah.
Is there still hope for him to get better?
Absolutely, yeah.